Hey, hey, welcome to Portia's Queen, the podcast. Tonight, we're sitting here with my girl, Marcellique Lashea.
Marcellique Lashea. Hey.
Yeah. She's the owner of M. Lashea Fashion. Um, and we are getting ready to get into it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay. I'm your host, Portia Maxwell. So let's do it. We've been talking a lot since you
Yeah.
got here.
Right.
So let's see what we have left to talk about.
I know, right? We got this.
I got questions for you.
Let's get it.
So we're good. All right. Well, first of all, I do want to thank you for your time. My girl came all the way from Atlanta and she's out here and she took her time to come and spend a little bit of a piece of her vacation with us while she's out here visiting family.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So we're going to savor this moment, take it all in.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Thank
course,
you. I
no.
appreciate it. I'm here to support.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Episode 2.
You know that's one of my favorite numbers.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I got
Best
two,
things
two,
coming
two on
to.
my
Oh, look,
on
and
my
you do.
wrist. I do. Two. Alignment.
Alignment.
Yep.
Absolutely. I met you from hosting some of your events, decorating for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She called me from Atlanta. And it's like, I need to book a baby shower.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, well, you come on down. We could meet. I got to do it over the phone. I'm in Atlanta. I said, oh, wow. That was my first client from out of state.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, to book over the phone.
Oh, wow.
Like that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was super impressed by your work. Great presentation, very professional. I really, really was like, wow. And the fact that it was Black owned,
Yeah.
I was really, really impressed with that. So I wanted to support anytime it's a woman, Black owned, Stockton native. I'm all for it. So
Yeah.
I was very impressed with what I saw. Very impressed with the event that you threw.
Thank
It was
you.
very nice. The matter of fact, Atlanta to New York, anywhere I traveled, probably the most beautiful baby shower I've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
That's not, I mean, I'm telling the truth.
You know, people are still asking for the same.
Really?
Yeah, from your party. Yeah, I'm like, but I appreciate you taking a chance on me and to utilize my services, and I appreciate you coming here on my podcast. I haven't released very much yet, but I'm excited to talk to you.
It's a good setup. This is beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yep.
And one of the other things is that you really stuck out to me as a client, not only as a client, but also as a woman in business, because we connected on a different level than I have with other clients, right? And I guess it's to have great clients, you have to be a great client, right?
Yeah.
So you were that to
Thank
me.
you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So with that being said, I remember when I was doing an event and you were like, so sometimes, you playing too humble, you got to pop your shit.
Yeah, you know. Pop your shit. Can we say shit on here?
You can.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can. I just don't cuss that much.
I don't either.
You
Thank
can,
Jesus,
you can say what you want.
But it's true. You do, because in business, when you are, you got to have the balance between being humble and also letting them know, like, hey, I'm a professional. I do know what I'm doing. You have to trust me, and you have to have that confidence. So you have to let your client or whoever know, like, look, I'm her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, you hired me for a reason. And so I'm here and I'm going to show you what I can do. So when I said that you got to pop your shit, just basically saying that you have to let them know that you can trust me through this process.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. So you are from Stockton.
Born and raised.
Yep. But you're in Atlanta now, making big moves down there. Okay. So how do we get there? How do we get from a young girl here in Stockton to owning a business, a flourishing business in Atlanta? What took you from the small town mindset to really bet on yourself to make that switch and adjustment?
Honestly, well, first of all, I was young. I moved to Atlanta at 23 or 24. And what I really, honestly, it was a spiritual move for me.
Okay.
I just kept thinking about, okay, I was at San Francisco State University at the time doing my undergrad, and something just kept telling me, go to Atlanta. Go to Atlanta. And I'm like, for what? I don't know anybody there. I don't know anything. I've never been to Georgia a day of my life. You know, why go to Atlanta? I kept sitting on it and sitting on it and sitting on it. And I was at church one day, White Rose Church. Shout out to White Rose Church of God of Christ.
Shout out.
I was sitting at church, and the pastor asked me to stand up in front of everybody and was like, you know, whatever you want to do or whatever you're going to do, like whatever you're thinking about, I want you to do it. Because God said to go ahead and do that.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, this person don't know anything about me. And he was like, just do it. And he said, and when you do it, you're going to blow up. It's going to be like a dynamite, like boom.
Absolutely.
That's what he said. And so I finished out the semester, literally maybe like a week later. I packed my car and I drove from Stockton to Atlanta, and I just never came back.
Wow.
Yep, that's how I got there. Just following, you know, I don't want to make it like a whole spiritual
it can't
thing,
be,
but just following
yeah.
What God told me to do and having faith and just knowing that I love Stockton. I always would have a special place for Stockton in my heart. My family, my whole entire family is still here.
Yeah.
But I knew that if I had stayed in Stockton, I wouldn't been able to explore what else would be out there for me. I know Stockton.
Yeah.
I've been here my whole life. I went to school here. But I always knew, even as a little girl, it's like it's something bigger than this city. Like what is there to explore and find out? And literally, like, I graduated. I had the security of my psychology degree, so I knew I would get a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I didn't even have a job when I moved to Atlanta. I literally just left.
Money in the bank, or
nope, you gonna figure this out.
Wow.
Yeah. So I just had balls.
Yeah.
That's just what I did. And I was young enough to do that. And I had the support of my family. You know, they were like, you know, Marcellique, if this is what you want to do, my mom was like, you know, if it doesn't work out, you can always come back home.
Yeah.
You can always come back home. And that's what I kept in the back of my mind. If it doesn't work out, I can always go back home. And so that's just how I got to Atlanta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you went to Atlanta, did you know that you were going to be a fashion mogul?
I did not. My goal was to go to Georgia State to get my master's and PhD in psychology. I want to be a psychologist at the moment. And I didn't know. I always loved fashion. So I've always been a person to dress everyone around me. I always was in the store shopping. I like to put looks together. It was fun for me to do.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't know I was going to be a fashion stylist when I moved to Atlanta. I had no clue.
Okay.
Because I didn't even know that was like a real career.
Right.
You know, like you'll see stuff like that in like New York or something like that. I didn't think I was going to move to Atlanta, Georgia, and become a celebrity fashion stylist at that. Absolutely. You know, I just knew I like to get dressed. I like to dress other people. It was something that was like super fun for me to do.
Okay. So how did that come about? What was it like when you got your first client, or said, you know, I want to turn this into a way to make money. I want to do this for a living. Was it just
that came with no? So how I became a fashion stylist, I would just get dressed, go out, try to, you know, I'm new to Atlanta, so I want to figure out what is what, who is who. Like, I'm young, I'm like 24, 25 at the time. I was just outside and I would get dressed, and people literally would stop me everywhere I go and be like, excuse me, where'd you get that from? Or how'd you put that together? And I'm like, I don't know. I just get dressed. Like, I don't know. And so I was living in an apartment at the time. There was a lady. Her name is Lily. She was a publicist, and she had been working in background with magazines and things like that. And she was like, hey, you know, I should try to be a publicist. I'm like, what is that? I literally don't know anything about anything. Long story short, she said, I want you to meet someone. His name was Julian Lark. Julian Lark was the publisher and the founder of Control magazine. And we met at an event. She said, you need to know him. He's a celebrity fashion stylist. I think you'll be good in fashion styling. And I was like, oh, okay. So I literally walked up to him and was like, hey, my name is Marcellique. You're Julian, right? He was like, yeah. I'm like, we're friends now. And he was like, we're friends. I'm like, yep, we're friends. And he was looking at me like, she is crazy. But I knew it was something I wanted to explore. So I told him, we're friends. here's my number. I'm gonna call you because I want to shadow you. I want you to teach me everything you know about the fashion industry. And he was just like, okay. And so I called him, he didn't answer my phone. Julian, you did not answer my phone call. The first time Julian. He did not. Come on. And then I was just consistent. Every time I would see him at a event, I would walk up to him, hey friend. What you been up to?
You my friend. You don't play.
And he was like, you know what? Honestly, that's how we became cool. I ended up doing an internship for Control Magazine. Then I ended up becoming a lead stylist, and it just really started from there. I shadowed him. And honestly, what people don't know is I worked for Control Magazine for 7 years without making 1 cent.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Without making 1 cent. And it wasn't about the money for me.
It wasn't.
I wanted to learn and know everything there was to know about the business.
About the craft.
So he literally taught me everything that I knew, good and bad. And we're going to be honest, about the fashion industry, styling clients. And that's how it was. But it wasn't for the money. I knew if I made the right investment and it was actually assisting him, I didn't mind being in the background. I still don't mind helping people and assisting with people. But, that's how I became a celebrity fashion stylist.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, I'm getting more than I even thought I would get out of this. Girl, that story is inspirational.
Thank you.
It really is.
You got tears, girl?
Girl, I'm going to cry.
Don't cry.
You inspired me.
Thank you.
No, but what I would say is that sometimes we do have to put skin in the game in order to,
absolutely,
grow anything, to get anything. But what was so interesting to me about what you just said was you came to Atlanta.
Yep.
You were called to come to Atlanta, and it was put on you. The pastor confirmed that for you without knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
And then you went on to move into an apartment and meet a woman by chance.
Yep.
Have no desire outside of your own self and how you carried and presented yourself to be in the fashion industry. And someone seen that in you, told you about it, and then you just went after it.
I did.
You didn't take the first no.
Mm-mm.
You didn't take the, him not picking up the phone.
Yeah.
You said, oh, no, he needs to know me.
Yeah, you gonna know me.
You gonna
yeah. Yeah.
And you went all the way in on that. Obviously, you had to maintain other jobs during the process, right? Because you weren't making anything for 7 years. That's a godly number, by the way.
Yep.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
So during that time, what were some of the things that you did in order to support yourself?
So, like I said, I was at San Francisco State. I got my degree in psychology. And when I moved to Atlanta, I started working for a mental health agency using my degree.
Yeah.
And so that's what I did and still do to this day.
Yeah.
Provide mental health services for people because that truly is, along with fashion, is a passion of mine. And it's like a purpose. So
there's passion and purpose. I believe that everyone should have their passion and their purpose.
It's always a reason. I don't do stuff for no reason.
Yeah.
Like everything that I do, I really think about it and I'm calculated as far as like, okay, what is it for me? How am I going to serve somebody else? And how is this, how would this please God?
Absolutely.
How am I moving in the right direction? And I'm not perfect. I make a bunch of mistakes,
but
for the most part, when I make a decision or a big decision, I think about those 3 things. How is it serving me? How is it serving others? Is it pleasing to God?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Girl, look at you. I love that. So what was your first job like your first solo job outside of being do you remember?
Assistant?
Outside of being an assistant.
So like as far as what? As far as fashion styling?
In fashion styling. Because that's where, that's what you're doing now, right? Obviously you have your psychology and that's something that you're doing and you're going to keep doing, but I feel like your spotlight and what's attracting people right is your fashion, your artistry, right? So I want to highlight a little bit more on that.
Ooh, let me see. Let me not get messy on here, honey. No,
go ahead. A little bit is okay.
I mean, it's really not messy. It's really the truth.
Yeah.
Like it's a real life story. My first clients that I styled alone, celebrity or non-celebrity.
Period. The one that's coming to your mind right now. I want to hear that story.
My first celebrity clients. Ooh, I don't even want to say. I would say they're R&B group. Very popular R&B group. That didn't go well for me.
Okay.
It didn't go well for me. Just the different dynamics on set was just not working. What can I say without saying too much about these individuals, because they still are on, they still around.
Okay.
But yes, it was an R&B group. One of my favorite male R&B groups. I was so crushed. The way that they treated me was horrible. It was horrible. They were very unpleasant to be around, very mean, very disrespectful, and it just crushed my heart. But in that, I learned a very valuable lesson.
Okay.
That day, my feelings was hurt, and I was real pissed off. Like, what? How y'all gonna treat me like this? But the valuable lesson I learned in that day was celebrity people are just normal, regular people.
Yeah.
People just know them, but they're human, just like everybody else. And that taught me to not be starstruck when I get on set or when I'm working with these individuals, not to let their celebrity cloud
your judgment.
Yeah.
Your discernment.
So I always take little things from experiences. Yes, they treated me bad. They treated me really horrible. They were very disrespectful. They were just all over the place. But what I learned from that moment was, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
And whether you're a celebrity or not, I'm here to do what I need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but in that very moment, I also learned was, it didn't matter if you was a celebrity or not. If you had the coin and you had a purpose and you had a vision of what you wanted to do and you can use me, I was going to work with you whether you were a celebrity or not.
Absolutely.
So that's what I learned in that day.
Awesome. Yeah. Sometimes people put themselves in a box and they say, well, I'm only working with celebrity clients only, or I can't take celebrity clients because I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you box yourself out of really just utilizing your talent to the best of your ability.
I'll be the first stylist to tell you, I run from celebrities.
Yeah.
I really do. Most of my clients, I have celebrity clients now, and I appreciate them for what they do, but I have a lot of other clients that's really doing really great, major things in the community, major things behind the scenes, and they're my clients also.
Yeah.
And I really, really enjoy those clients the most.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, we are talking about celebrities. Celebrities. Yep. And my girl, and I asked you to do the interview before I realized that you just out Miss Dr. Heavenly.
Yes.
Okay. From Married to Medicine for her reunion show for Bravo TV.
Yep.
Let's talk about that. I didn't even know, because you don't even post like, I'm doing this celebrity, I'm doing that, or and to see that behind the scenes clip, it just really, first off, you look great doing it. Okay. And then she looked great.
Thank you.
Amazing. The set was beautiful.
Yes, it was. It was a nice set.
And
Bravo's gonna have a good set.
Yeah. So you met Andy?
Yeah, I met Andy. Very cool.
I like Andy.
He's cool.
But we're going to talk about Miss Dr. Heavenly a little bit. Okay. I won't ask anything intrusive. But what was that like when she told you what the job was?
I've been working with Dr. Heavenly for a little over a year and a half. So when she asked me to assist her and style her for Bravo reunion, that wasn't really a big thing to me because we have been working together for a while. But it was my first time styling someone on Bravo reunion.
Yeah.
Now that was very interesting, and it was fun. Yeah. It was long. We shot the set was 15 hours. We were on set. We got there. Our call time was 6 o'clock. I think we left like 10 p.m. something like that. Yeah, it was an all day thing, but I had a lot of fun.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how you have those jobs that feel like it's your work, but it doesn't feel like work. So it was just like me just kicking it.
Yeah.
Just playing in clothes all day.
That's
That's
good.
yeah, that's kind of really how it was, but I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what were some of your tasks while you were there?
Just making sure that she looked good, you know, putting her dress on, taking it off, making sure that nothing was ripped, making everything smooth and flawless, working with hair and makeup to make sure that the look come together. That's basically it, but on set.
Yeah.
But the process of styling starts way before
Before
then. You gotta, it's work.
Yeah.
That's where the work lies. When you actually get there, on set, it's pretty smooth sailing. It should be. Now there are some things that happen, but it should be smooth sailing from there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so you were there, and obviously there's other people on the panel, other celebrities too.
Yep.
You made some new clients.
Not on that set. Now I have worked with Dr. Jackie.
Okay.
And Jackie and Heavenly, they're really, really good friends. So I've worked with her, but not for that particular job. Yeah. Because they like to have their own stylist. For yeah, it's a lot. It's a long day, so you're getting them dressed, taking the dress off. We do a bunch of breaks, so I can't do 2-3 people. I have to focus on this one person, and my main client is Heavenly. So
absolutely,
yeah.
Okay. And did you have a chance to mingle with some of the other stylists there?
Yeah, a few. Everybody just being their own thing, doing their own thing. For the most part, you're busy. So, you know, only when they're out there, they'll close the set down and they're out there shooting because they're sitting and, you know, Andy's asking them the questions and then they cut. So we're in the back. We're in our green rooms. We're in our rooms in the back. And so you're just with your team. So mostly I'm with her makeup artist, her hairstylist. Yeah. I'm not with the other, you know, because as you know, when you're on set, everybody needs to be quiet. You can hear every single thing in the background. So we're just in our little rooms, just kikiing and saying what we got to say and, you know.
Awesome. You know, that was, I told my mom, you know, usually I don't tell anybody who I am going to be working with next. And I'll say, she styled for Dr. Heavenly. She said, oh, ask her.
Heavenly.
So she gave me some questions.
Go ahead, you can ask me. I'm pretty open. You know.
She gave me some questions. Okay. So she wanted to know.
Shout out to your mom.
Hey, shout out, Mama. She wanted to know, is she really the same as she is on TV?
What does that mean?
Her personality on the show.
You know,
does it align?
Yeah, she's a real person. Like, she's not fake at all. Whatever she's showing you, that's really how she is. But, you know, Dr. Heavenly is a businesswoman. Yeah. And she knows how to do business. And I think that people think she's just, because on TV, she gives you a lot of personality. Yeah. She does. She is that. But with me, she's real laid back and just chill. Yeah. No, she ain't professional. She just be chilling. Yeah, she laid back. She chill. We go to the mall. Yeah. We hang out. We go out to eat. And I really enjoy having her as my client because Dr. Heavenly, she not only does she provide me with a job, she likes to hang out with me. Most of my clients, they don't hang out. Now, we don't kick it like, hey, girl, what you doing today? But, you know, some days she like, well, let's go shopping. Yeah. We'll just show up to Saks and go shopping and go to lunch. And, you know, she's just a real cool, laid back, chill person. Regardless, like, people think that she's just rah. She's really not that. She's really cool. Yeah.
Does it make your job easier when you know your client's personality better?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And let me say this. I won't style anybody that I don't click with. Yeah. I'm just not the stylist for you, or, you know, you might not be the client for me. Absolutely. I'm at a point in my career where I can say, you know, that doesn't work for me. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not afraid to turn down. I've turned down quite a few clients, honestly, celebrity or not. If it doesn't align with what I got going on, or if I feel like I might not be the best stylist for you, I might refer you to somebody else I know who's in the styling industry, you know, who'd be a better fit. Yeah. So, yeah, she cool. Dr. Heavenly is my girl. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I asked the question, Mama.
Yep, that's her in real life. She cool. She's a people person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that your first time doing a large production like that, like the Bravo?
No.
set?
No.
Okay. So let's talk about the first time you did something that big.
Okay.
What was one of the things that you learned from doing larger productions that you now take on to your work today?
I would say don't go in there thinking, one, it's not gonna be a short job. You're gonna be there all day. You're gonna be all there. So be cute, but be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these new stylists, they come on, they got the heels and they trying to dress up. And I tell stylists, you know, what people don't understand is they think stylists, we're supposed to outdress everybody. Right. That's not our job. Our job is to have our clients outdress everybody, not Absolutely. Us. So we're usually behind the scenes looking a mess. Well, not me, because I'm gonna get dressed, but I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm not there to outshine my client. So that's one thing that I learned. Be comfortable, be prepared for whatever. Make sure that you have all of your necessities that you need. And what else I would say I learned on those big productions? Just play your part and just, you know, don't try to do too much, trying to take pictures or Instagram with all the celebrities on there. Just do your job. Yeah. Be there. Don't be a fan. Be a professional. Be a professional.
Act like you're supposed to be
Act like you're supposed to be there. Because you are supposed to be there. Like, do your job. Don't be doing too much. Yeah. That's why I think I stayed in the industry for so long. My very first celebrity client was Melinda Williams. She played on the wood and so much other. I love Melinda. She's the one who told me that I'm not a stylist. I change lives. That's what she told me. We was at dinner in LA. But
wow.
Yeah.
Let's marinate on that.
Yeah. She said, you're not a fashion stylist. You change lives. I was like, change lives? She said, you just think about it, Marcellique, when you style somebody, how they feel after
the job is done.
You could have changed their life. And I was like, huh, okay. Yeah. That was my very first celebrity I styled. But yeah, long productions. Just go to work. Be professional. Be comfortable. Yeah. So simple.
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
It's simple, but people don't know. Especially, I know a lot of people who probably could do styling and things like that, but they haven't figured out how to cross over from just dressing themselves. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. And it's really a gift though.
Yeah.
Because I've had interns, and I'm going to start that up again with teaching people the basics of how to be a stylist and how to run a business as a stylist. That'll be coming 2025 when I have these workshops. But people, you know, they in their mind, it's like they think, oh, because I can dress somebody else. That's not the case. Right. That's not the case. Just like people think designers can design things, but they can't style. That's Absolutely. 2 different jobs. You might know how to create a dope fly jacket, but you don't know what to pair with the jacket.
You're right.
So a stylist, people don't understand what is a stylist. They think, well, I can dress myself, I can dress you, I can design this. That's not a stylist. So people have to understand what the job titles mean.
Yeah. I was just seeing something on Instagram, and the guy, he was like, someone sent her a request, like, I guess he like styles based off what people request him to style, right? And so the request was to style fonts. So like Times Roman and Helvetica and, you know, and it's like, how am I supposed to style fonts, right? And then he does it, and I'm like, oh my God, it really looks like the font. That's special because I could never.
Yeah.
I could never.
You gotta let people shine and do what they do.
Yeah.
I don't try to.
That's not my lane.
That's not my lane. People tell me all the time, can you design me? I'm not a designer.
Yeah.
I'm not a designer. I cannot make you a jacket or a skirt or a black. I'm not her. But what I can do is I can look and say, oh, that'll be good with this. So people got to understand what a stylist is.
Yeah, most definitely. I know at certain points, I had a hard time styling for my body type because I am more conservative, right? But so I could barely wear shorts, right? So, and make it look classy. Yeah. Because my hips are so low. Yeah. Right? It looks like everything just
First off, out. You got a bad, good old, nice old shape. I was like, Jesus, everybody ain't able.
Thank you. But I just I learned, you know what? Biker shorts work for you. Yeah. You're right. And so I started wearing those, right? Jean shorts. I'm just like, look like I'm trying to make some money
right
out here. You know,
you gotta shake your money maker. Yeah. I know that's
right. But styling for other people body types, that is a craft all in itself, because I wouldn't know how to style a whole different person. It's already hard enough putting something together on me and knowing, you know, my proportions is right. You know, I got a short torso and long legs, and a friend of mine, we're the same height, but she had a long torso and short legs, right? Yeah. And how do you make that look good? And, you know, it's a whole science behind it. It is, right?
You got to understand the dimensions.
Yeah. 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 So would you say that is the most important skill set to styling?
Absolutely. You have to know. Well, okay. So remember I was telling you before we got on here that I did a panel in January, and they was asking me all these questions like, if I have a long torso or short, what do I wear? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I didn't learn how to style from like school. Yeah. It's really a talent of mine. I can look at somebody and say, no, that needs to go up. That's too long. So I understand the dimensions of an outfit. And you just, I don't know how I know these things. It's just truly just a God-given talent. Yeah. So I can look at anybody and say, okay, this will look good on her. This color doesn't work on her or him, because I style men too. It's just something that I just know. Yeah. So, and you're right. We could both be the same. We could wear the same size clothes. The outfit is going to look different on you versus me. Yeah. So you have to understand your body and the dimensions of how everything falls. Yeah. Me and my sisters, they back there. We all got on the same outfit. We look totally different.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'll show you guys. The sisters. They came serving today. Okay.
They did. They gonna serve us. Yeah. You just gotta know. I just say, look. Don't try to be the smartest person in the room. Get with somebody who has the answer. Yeah. That's it. If you're a businesswoman or a businessman, or you're just trying to create and develop your brand, and you know that style, and that's a big part of it, just hire a stylist.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I get my money up,
it don't take that much.
Okay.
It don't take that much.
Because I think I'm the type. Yeah. I pay for services. Yeah. Okay. I believe in services. That's why I got in the event industry. Yeah. You know, let people do it for you if they can do it right. Save you a little stress and, make sure it come out the way that you want it to come out.
You want the best results.
You want the best results because you're going to spend the money anyway.
Sure are. And now look, you did it yourself. You don't know what you're doing. That's like me.
And now you don't like the pictures. And now you don't want to post them.
You always lose money by trying to go the cheap way.
You do.
Don't ever take the cheap route. Yeah. You're going to pay what you got to pay for what you want. And people go wrong because when they have their businesses, they think, oh, the styling, that's the last thing because I know how to dress. It's like, no, you don't. And that's okay.
Most definitely. I was trying to figure out, during the podcast, I'm like, well, what look do I want to present to the world? Yeah. While
it takes time to figure that out.
And I'm still working it out. Yeah. I'm still figuring it out, but thank you. I'm like, I got to match the background, got plants, got some butterflies out here.
Cute. I love this. No, for real. This is really nice.
Thank you.
I'm in a home decor. Look at this. It's decor. No, it takes a while. And I think because this is still fairly a new thing for you. Yeah. So once you get in your rhythm, you'll find yourself, it'll come to you. Nobody has it figured out at the beginning. Yeah. Like I didn't even know what type of stylist the type of stylist I am. I didn't know that until probably year 8. Yeah. 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 I know I'm not a person who would style a Nicki Minaj. That's not the type of stylist I am.
Right. That's I'll
style Oprah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the type of stylist I am.
Classic.
Yeah.
And I see that in your photos as well.
Thank you.
That you have very clean, fresh
like
designs.
Sexy conservative.
Yeah. Like every day is a photo shoot type of outfits. But every day. But it's a every day.
Yeah, I don't do too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do too much. You ain't gonna see me with no zippers and all these creative looks.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. I love a whole lot of stylists who are very creative and they play with colors and patterns and textures. That's just not me. I know that I'm a classy, conservative sexy type of polished type of stylist. So if you looking to go to the White House, or you looking to be a CEO of a corporation, or I got some judges, that's my clients. I got doctors. If you're that, I'm your stylist for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Politicians. Yep.
Yeah. I'm glad that you are getting ready to mentor new stylists,
Yeah.
because people need this. You know, I know when I was trying to get into the event industry the first time, I'm talking about in 2005, I was trying to get into the event industry. And it was hard because no one shared information. They didn't want you to know how to price your services. They didn't let you know how to actually put it together.
Yeah.
They didn't want to work with nobody who wanted to go in business for themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot of gatekeeping. And after COVID, that's when everything started opening up.
Yeah.
People start sharing and
Yeah.
doing courses and things like that. People dropped out. I dropped in.
Right.
You know, but I feel like people can't really explore their passions when they don't really know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and no one that looks like them is teaching it.
Right. That part.
So,
listen, I've had a few reach out to me and was like, I want to, shadow you or do internships. And I'm like, listen, at the moment, some I allowed, some I didn't. You got to know yourself. Like, I'm busy, I'm ripping and running. And when I dedicate myself to somebody or something, I actually want to spend my time doing it. So, yes, I am going to take some time out to do internships in Atlanta, teaching students or whoever how the industry and what it is. And I'm gonna give you the God honest truth.
Yeah.
Some people gonna be like, oh God. I'm a very honest person. I'm not mean, but I am an honest person. And I've told somebody who wanted to they wanted me to mentor them. And they were charging all these high, ridiculous, not ridiculous, but these high prices.
Right.
And I'm like, but you don't look like you should be charging those prices. And let me tell you why. Because I'm telling you out of love, not out of to break you down or anything like that. Because people think, well, people got to pay me for my time. It's like, you're not ready yet.
Yeah.
For several reasons.
First, you got to put that skin in.
You got to put the skin in, and then you have to polish your own self.
Yeah.
Why would somebody want to pay you that when you don't look like that?
Absolutely. You are your billboard.
Yeah, absolutely. You are your investment.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to be like, Marcellique on here talking mad, son.
No, Marcellique's out here telling the truth today. She's telling it.
Talking bad.
She's letting you know how to really get in the industry. And it's a quote on your website. It's a quote on your website. The very first quote on there.
It's power in your appearance.
Power.
Never underestimate
the power of your appearance.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I want to call this episode. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I seen that statement. I was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you get into different doors.
Absolutely. Yes.
The way that you look. Now, there was a principal that came into the assembly, had all the kids in there. And she put on a bonnet and pajamas, right? Oh. And she was talking to the kids.
Don't get me started on them bonnets. And them pajamas, Jesus.
And everyone was upset online that she did this and told them that, there could be $1 million sitting at this table and you don't know who you're going to walk into or run into. And you're outside looking like this. Yeah. It's not helping you with your education. No. And obviously, I understood that it was coming out of a place of care. Yeah. But a lot of people were upset about it. And so I posted my statement about it and my breakdown of it. I never came to school in pajamas. I never came to school with no scarf on my head.
We didn't do that. Now
we didn't.
I'm a little older, but we didn't do that back in the day. We went to dress. We went to
we
school
about the same age. We got dressed.
Yeah, we gonna get dressed. I was best dressed. Franklin High School sure was in the yearbook.
You are not catching me out here slipping. Like, anyway, it could be pajama day.
Right.
We putting on some new pajamas.
We gonna put on some fresh.
And they gonna match.
Yeah.
They not gonna be roll out of bed and you don't do that. And we're gonna coordinate it.
You gotta coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understood the message. I know that you understand the message. But the things that we put out into the world is what we're going to receive back.
You better give a word. Yeah.
So, kids today, you're not going to be able to redo this. You know, you're not going to be able to redo your high school experience again.
No.
You're not going to be able to redo some of the connections that you could have made again. So I even told myself, oh, girl, now that you're doing, people know you out here in a different way.
Yeah.
I can't even be out here slipping that much, you know.
Well, you got to ask yourself what's going on with that person.
Yeah.
That's what I always ask. You know, I see women who out here with the bonnets and the tights and the pajamas and just, you know, presenting themselves in a way that's very lax. And my first initial thought is to not say, well, you know, what the hell she got on? Like, what is going on? It's like, what's going on with you, babe?
Yeah.
What's going on?
But sometimes there is something going on.
Yeah, because you dress how you feel. You know, what's going on? Did you rushing today? You feel like, you know, life is overwhelming. Did you gain weight? Did you lose weight? You know, is your baby daddy cheating on you? Whatever. We go through so many things to really not touch on why people do what they do.
Yeah.
You know, is it your environment? Is everybody walking around with that on? You know, I can honestly say people used to bully me because I dressed up.
Yeah.
Who you think you are? Oh, Marcellique thinks she all that.
I stay with my hair done every week, and got some haters for that.
People would make you feel bad for striving to be great. So you got some people is like, well, I don't need all that attention, because if you just like a little above average, you're gonna get attention, and that's not always a good thing, because people they bully you, or they hate on you, or they make you feel bad for being great. Yeah, I've experienced that a lot in my life. Yeah, you know, so who she think she is? She bougie. She stuck up. It's like, no, I just want to get dressed today.
I want to look good. I want to look my best self. I feel good when I look good.
Yeah, and even when I don't feel good, when I get dressed, I feel like I'm a little bit better.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. So. Okay. Ooh, I appreciate your time today. Your time. I feel like this was a good conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And very much needed.
Yeah. I'm here whenever I'm in Stockton, or whenever you're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Pull up. I'll be right there.
I'm going to pull up.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up. I did have a topic question for you.
Give me the topic question.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
And then we'll close out.
Okay.
Okay. So, since you are a professional out here in these celebrity streets, would you ever do a reality TV show? Would you be on a reality TV show?
Well, technically, I'm already on a reality TV show. You'll see me in the background somewhere, hiding and ducking and dodging the cameras. But you talk about being a main character.
Main character energy.
Yes and no.
Okay.
Can I say that?
Yeah, kinda. It depends on.
I gotta pick and choose.
You gotta. Yeah, you gonna have to choose.
I would probably say no. Knowing me, because I'm a very private person. You know, I am a big personality with introvert qualities. Yeah. It's called an ambivert. Yeah. That's what I am. I'm in between. Yeah. But I'm out with a party, but I could very much be inside. I prefer to be at home by myself watching Law and Order. Okay. But I would say no, just because I like my privacy. And I think to be on a reality show, you really have to be authentically outside. You have to let people in to your personal life, who you date in their personal life, and just I think I will be great for TV. I think I got the personality for TV. I think that I understand the business of a reality show. But I just like to chill. Yeah. I'm just, especially, you know, I'm aging, and I'm enjoying my life, and I like to be at peace. Yeah. So I would say no, but I don't mind working for a reality show, because that's a lot of fun. Yeah. So if I could be in the background, that's what I like to play. But we'll see what God has for me. You never know, that 2025 horse might go on TV. You never know. I don't know if I am presented with the opportunity to be on a reality show, and I pray about it, and God says, yes, you can do that, or then I'll do it.
Okay.
But if it's just up to me, which is nothing really is, but if it is, I would say no.
She gonna do it. Yeah,
because I don't want to show everybody my 209 way
yeah.
in Atlanta.
They need to know.
They need to know.
It's in there.
It's in there. It sure is. It is. But yeah. Okay. Would you like to be on a reality show?
No.
Okay.
There's already enough Porsches on TV.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'll take my talk show on TV.
I can see it. I can see this being on TV.
Yeah.
So don't forget about me. When it goes on TV.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. One thing that we didn't touch, and I like to touch on life, love, and business.
Ooh, Lord.
So we talked about life.
Business, honey.
We talked about business.
Mm-hmm.
So love.
I love love.
What are we doing?
I love love. I am open to exploring love on a new level.
Okay.
That I've never experienced before. So I'm just outside trying to see.
Okay.
What is what and who is who.
Okay. What's the dating pool looking like in Atlanta?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm not a dater. Let's be clear. I'm not a dater. I'm not the person online reading and making profiles. I'm not her.
Yeah.
For what I hear, the dating pool in Atlanta, the pool got pee in it.
Yeah, but your experience.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't date people.
So how are you gonna find your person? You gonna say yes?
They'll find me.
Okay.
They'll find me. I don't look. That ain't my job.
Okay. We're going to get so many emails coming in.
No, listen, I got a lot of DMs. And, I'm not saying that there's not people interested in me. What I will say is I'm very selective. Because I'm at the age where it's like, I don't care if you cute.
Yeah.
I don't care if you can dress. I don't care, if you got a Benz or whatever. Atlanta is very...
showy.
Yes, it's the land of smoke and mirrors. So everybody is balling in Atlanta. Everybody is rich in Atlanta. Yeah. So I know I've been there. I've been living there for 15 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
I've been there long enough to see through the BS. Yeah. So I'm confident to know that I don't have to look for nobody. They'll find me. I can be on a plane or at the airport or whatever. I'm open. But girl, ain't nobody worried about nobody.
Okay.
Focus. Trying to get to
focus. Yeah. Got to get that money.
Yeah.
And so, how do you feel dating in the past has affected your career versus being single and working your career?
For the most part, I will say I haven't been in many relationships. I'm usually in long-term relationships, 10 years, 13 years, so in the past, I will say that past relationships, they've been supportive of my businesses by in many ways. But then also I've been in relationships where there's been competition.
Yeah.
So it's like
I don't think we talk about that enough.
Girl,
relationship competition.
It's a competition, and not with money, it's with attention.
Yeah.
I'm in an industry where it's a lot of attention, and it's a lot of events and things like that. And if I'm with someone who wants to be the star, and I'm not trying to be, it's just a light that I just naturally have. Yeah. It's some sort of like competition. So it doesn't feel good. But I've had great, cool relationships. I've had horrible relationships. Yeah. But for the most part, when it comes to my business, they've been supportive in that part of it all.
Awesome. Okay, well, I hope you find that right person when it's time. Yeah. Right now, we building and expanding.
May not.
Okay, you don't know.
I may have them.
We're not telling anyway until it's locked in.
You'll see a
invitation.
You'll see when you know what I don't post being. That's not my thing. Never have been. Never have been. But you'll see.
Okay.
When I'm ready to expose and let people know whatever, you'll see.
Okay. Good. Well, that is our episode. Yay. Episode 2. It's a wrap. Right. Thank you for tuning in to Portia's Queen. We are excited and grateful for your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Signing out. Behind the business, right? Um, you are the face of the company, right? But obviously, there's more to being this business mogul that you are, right? Yep. It takes a lot, especially to still walk out the door looking good, right, every day. Yeah. You need help.
I need help all the time.
And so you share with me that your sisters are a part of your company.
They're the machine.
Okay.
Yep. The
all
motor.
Right. All right. Well, can you give us an introduction and what their roles are? And I want to just hear about some of the things that you ladies have. How it's been working with your sister as the boss, right? And then find out who the real boss is, in the midst of everything. I think I have an idea, right? So go ahead.
So I'm going to start with my little sister,
okay,
Marcellique. She is a therapist in mental health. We work on a lot of mental health projects together. I currently have a new business that I will be telling everybody about probably in fall of this year.
Okay.
And we'll be working with each other on talking about and basically highlighting and bringing awareness to mental health, especially in the Black community here.
Absolutely.
So that's my sister, best friend, super auntie. Okay. And she, Lisa's the quiet one, but Lisa's the sound. She brings she's the glue. I say she's the glue. She's the glue. She's the reason, the voice of reasoning when everybody is like, ah, she's like, look, have y'all thought about this and this and this? So I would say that would be her role. Poor Leah. This is my baby sister. She lives in Atlanta with me. She is the literally my right hand person. She is the person who keeps all my businesses running while I'm not there. Even when I am there, she still keeps it going. So if anybody don't know where I'm at, she will know where I'm at. She's basically she's the computer and the motor behind everything that I do. I really couldn't really function in the way that I do without her.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, she's always right there with me. Everywhere I go, she's like a little backpack.
Yeah. You book your flight, you book her too.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's right there with me. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So with that being said, that must mean you did the Bravo show too. No. But you had a hand in it.
I help assist with some of her
prior to it. Okay. All right. Okay. So tell me about what that looks like when you are assisting with some of the styling projects. How do you assist the stylist?
Like she said, I'm like her. I'm her.
Yeah.
I'm a little
part two.
Part two. It's like she said, it's fun. So it's really, I'm into fashion too. So it's like if we're going to go shop for a specific project, it's kind of like, oh, let's just go and this is cute. This is cute. I think this would be cute on her. So it's not really like a job for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used. It's my oldest sister.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with her my whole life. So it's not like a job for me. It's kind of I'm just with her.
Yeah.
Just doing something I like to do too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. My brother, he's filming the behind the scenes right now with me. Okay. And I feel like it's so important, especially when you have a common interest.
Yeah.
And like to incorporate your family.
Absolutely.
Right. And sometimes family, they don't like what you're doing. Right. It's not their cup of tea.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing when it does work out.
Yes.
And you have common interests. Mm-hmm. And my psychology baddie over here. Right? So let's talk about that. Like how does that picture look like to get her contained from the fashion world into the mental space world? Like we talking about, we're over here now, right? what does that look like to centralize her in that aspect?
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
When she calls me, she'll call me random hours. You know, it's a 3-hour time difference. So it'll be 9 o'clock here, it's 12 o'clock there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing up? And she's like, I had this idea, I have a question. And I'm always there to answer her questions. If I don't have the answer, I'll find it from one of my colleagues.
Yeah.
Let me figure that out. Give me till tomorrow. I'll call you back and I'll have the answer for her.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important. Like she says, your appearance says everything about what's going on with you.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like she said earlier, when you see people dressed a certain way, the first question is, what's going on with you?
Yeah.
And I learned that in a mental health field. I show up to work, I have to look like I'm well, you know. And even those days I don't feel good. We all wake up, we don't have those days. We don't feel like getting dressed.
Absolutely.
But I have to show up for my clients, you know, because if I'm trying to support them and they're looking at me like, you don't even look like you're supporting yourself.
Yeah, most definitely.
I can't help them.
Yeah.
Most
And
definitely.
So I love that she's incorporating the fashion with the mental health, because when you do your makeup and you get dressed, you feel good.
Yeah.
Your whole behavior changes. Even I do it in the gym.
Yeah.
I get dressed when I go to the gym.
She be styling.
My shoes match my sets.
Yes.
You know?
Awesome.
Yes. And so I feel like that's something that I naturally have, but I also learned from
your sister. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Even mom though.
Oh yeah, my mom gonna step.
She's put together.
Yeah.
Okay. She is put together. Are you guys the only 3 sisters, or is there another?
No,
any other? It's just you 3. Okay.
Yeah.
The M's.
Oh,
Marcellique, Marcellia.
I know.
So that's where it was hard for me
Why would you bring that up? Yeah.
No, look, that's why I was like, introduce yourselves, because it is a tongue twister. But it's so cute. It is so cute.
We want to be the Kardashians so bad. Yeah.
Yes, but we have a real sisterhood.
Yeah.
That's what people, I think we get a lot of compliments on.
Yeah.
They say, you guys are real sisters.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. So when people ask, oh, who are your best friends? My sisters.
Yeah.
Even though we live so far apart, I talk to them mostly every day. I really talk to Leah every single day. And Marcellique is so busy, I'm busy, but we get our conversations, and then we'll call for a 30-minute conversation. Next thing you know, we're on the phone for 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
on FaceTime.
Yeah.
Like, why are we on FaceTime with each other?
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yes, it'll just be like a accidental 3-way call.
Yeah.
And we'll just be talking. But I love my sisters, and I miss them. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry, I miss my sisters. And then I just call them and I feel so much better. But then I get to visit. So
yeah, I was gonna ask, what's keeping you here when
That's a good question.
Yeah.
yeah, so I graduated from grad school. I got my master's in social work. And so it's a process. Anyone that knows that's been through it, it's a process. So right now, my current license status, I'm an associate clinical social worker.
Okay.
So the next step is we have tests to take, hours to gain.
Yeah.
And once I accomplish that, then I can make my move. It's the state regulations.
Yeah.
Moving to another state makes it a little more difficult to get your license and things like that. And California has one of the hardest tests to take.
Oh yeah.
So it's better to get the license
in California. So it's transferable everywhere else.
Yes.
And you already put the time in, so you gotta finish that off.
Yes. So I'm currently in the process of gaining my hours, and so that takes a while. But once that's all done,
you're going
my way. Yes.
You're out of here.
What? She told us something.
Okay, look, it's on record. It's on camera. It's on camera.
It's
she
good.
is coming.
She said she coming. Lord.
I love it. I want to be the 4th sister. Can I be the 4th sister?
You about to yeah.
All I need to do is change the shirt. You know.
Yeah.
We blend in. Can I go to dinner with y'all tonight?
Yeah.
Okay, look. Don't
so
put it
unorganized.
Yeah.
I came back here. My family was like, because we got here the day before yesterday,
the 19th,
and I booked my flight to go back already. They was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Y'all need to have this planned. I'm busy. I need y'all to have it together." They probably was like, "Go, huh? With your business."
Time is money.
Yeah, I'm like, look, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy talking to you guys because you guys are here to support your sister. for the podcast, and I was just looking at the dynamic, and every time I've met her, you two have been there, every single time, and I just wanted to really talk to you ladies because you two are also just as dynamic as her.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes.
So
they shine. They're very supportive, but I'm supportive to them as well.
Yeah.
With everything that they're doing. I'm kind of like this. It's a big age gap between us. I know I look young and everything.
Yeah.
It's a big age gap between her and as well as her. 8 years and 12.
Yeah.
So I'm like their little second mini
second
mom or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be at this stage of our sisterhood because now I can actually be their sister.
Yeah.
Because they're grown now, and but they ex-athletes.
Yeah.
They've always been involved in a lot of activities and just super smart, honor roll 4.0, and so anytime they need me, I'm there. I will drop anything that I'm doing. I don't care where I'm at. I'm going to drop what I'm going to do to be there for them, and vice versa. And we do really have a sisterhood. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
We really don't get into it like that. Well,
I don't think you could. You have both of y'all have psychology degrees.
No,
it's kind of hard.
We still family.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sure that
somebody's gonna come with the reason.
Yeah, I'm probably the most drama out of everyone.
Yeah.
And if I get on their nerves, they're not gonna tell me anyway.
Yeah.
But
I'll be in my own little world.
Yeah, but we don't really annoy each other or get on each other's nerves like that.
That's
we
good.
Really just be chilling, and it's a good time, and I can trust them. They can trust me. We have our secrets. We have our moments. And it is a real thing. It's not like it's fake and we be putting on.
Yeah.
People be like, y'all be trying to act. No, we really are.
No, we cool.
No, we cool.
Yeah.
That's a blessing to get along with your siblings.
Yeah.
Because you need your siblings.
You do. They're your first best friends.
They are.
And they can be your forever best friends.
Forever, and that's what they are. Whether they like it or not, we gang.
Yeah.
So, thank you for having my sisters on here.
Oh,
and acknowledging
of course.
them, and because they are always in the background, and it's just not me that's doing great things and excellent things. Leah, she don't talk that much. She's the quiet one.
Yeah.
But Leah does more than just go shopping with me. Leah is fixing the technical difficulties on my website. Leah is running to this client to pick up my invoices that I need, or sending out invoices, or resolving some sort of issue. So much so, even with my son, it's been days where I come in the house and be like, I'm leaving. I'm going to New York. I'll be back that day. I'll be back in like 3 days. Can you take my son for me? That's her. Same with Lise. Hey, I haven't had time to get London those school clothes. Here go a big old box with Jordans and shoes. Like, they step in and they really, really make up for the times that I can't be there, because I'm always somewhere doing something, and I feel bad for it, but they don't never throw it in my face, or they never make me feel bad for having to go to work.
Yeah.
And it's usually last minute. I can walk in like today and be like, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to go to LA.
Yeah.
I'll be back in, I don't know. And they'll be like, oh, okay. And they just, come on, London. And they'll just, I'm a mom. I forgot to mention that. I am a mom.
Yeah.
I'm a mom. But my sisters, they keep me going. If it weren't for them, I would be struggling.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
I do want to say thank you because it was my baby shower. So
Yep, you scout her.
I know, you were so cute. That baby bump. Oh my God, that picture. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
It was the bomb.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let's post that.
Yeah.
Flashback Friday, we're going to post that Portia and her event.
Yeah.
Man, it was beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I just appreciate you girls so much being on the show.
Yeah.
I feel like I want each of you guys back separately.
Yeah.
I might have to get her while you guys are out of town, but I definitely want to explore the psychology a lot more, what that looks like and what your career goals are with that. As with you as well, because I know right now you are working under your sister, but I'm sure that you have your own aspirations as well, and things that you might see that you will want to do in the future, But I do want to ask you, what does the next 2 years look like for you?
Woo! The next 2 years for me, I will have a bigger business venture. People would know about. I'm super excited. I can't talk about it right now, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really, really good, and hopefully, I can do some of it, a portion of it here in Stockton. I had a business here. This is my first business I opened up was in Stockton when I had my clothing boutique here, hair and clothing boutique. But for the next 2 years, honestly, I have a bigger business venture. I will be partnering with some major mental health and medical professionals and some styling people. I'm going to bring it all into one.
Beautiful.
Hopefully, I'll be somewhere being cute and snatched.
Yeah.
And just relax. Maybe have a little ring on my finger.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
For 2 years, though, man, that'll go by fast.
It goes by quickly.
It'll go by fast, but I'm looking forward to these next 2 years. It's going to be, if they thought I was successful now, it's about to turn up. I will say that.
Get ready.
Yeah, it's going
to get ready.
I'm excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
Oh, and by the grace of God, they'll be with me. You'll see more of Lee. She's more of the background because she's been in school and stuff like she said. But with my next business venture, she'll be
forefront.
Yeah, she'll be in the front.
Yeah. Oh, that's some good stuff.
Yep.
That's some good stuff.
What about you in this podcast? Is it 2 years?
You know what? I'm just getting wet behind my ears with it. But I am going to let the Spirit lead on it and let God keep doing what He's doing. Okay. And just...
Is it going to be based still here?
I don't know.
I know you're coming to Atlanta, right?
I'm coming for the...
All right.
I'm trying to make the podcast summit. You know. Okay. Well, so... I'll probably lock that in today, tomorrow. So we'll go from there. We'll see. We'll just see. We're going to see. Yeah. But I really enjoy bringing something here to this area.
Yeah.
And that's always pretty much been, even when I opened my event planning business, I wasn't living in Stockton during that time. Well, when it came to me that I needed to come back to Stockton to open it.
Okay.
So that was just God working. And then somehow I ended up back out here, and then the perfect storm of COVID happened, and then I opened my business, and it just went where it went, and I made the connections that I made, and then here we are today. So, you know, hopefully I got a ring on my finger too. You know, I'm trying to do it.
I'll listen. Let the best man win.
Period.
I'll be like, she on there throwing subliminals. No.
No, you know, we when you see wives, you recognize wives versus girlfriends.
Listen, yeah.
This is a couch full of wives over here, okay?
Over here. Yeah. You gotta be a wife before you become a wife.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right.
All right.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.